3 quotations. This was the best one. I recommend adoption or motion to approve. C, motion to approve library budget amendments to reflect new library construction costs. This was recommended to us by our auditor and presented by Ms. Falcon, and I recommend approving that motion as well. D, motion to approve final preliminary plat approval, Prairie Run North.
This is the second reading.
Yeah, this is kind of the second final reading.
Fourth, third.
Yeah, this body already approved the preliminary, or the preliminary plat approval. I don't see why it would be any different, but it's a formal motion. E, motion to approve the agreement for library services with Solon Township. So, what's going on here is the township has presented 3/10 of a mil out of their general fund to pay for the library. They don't have dedicated mills like the city. The city pays 0.87 tenths of a mil, and so we pay a higher percentage based on our population. Our population is 3,500. There's a 6,000. So they're kind of paying less than their population, kind of justifying money. That being said, I don't think there's any obligation by Solon Township to pay us anything. So I, personally, me and the administration, would like to see them increase the amount of money that they offer up to matching, especially with the new building, and we don't know how much it's going to cost, et cetera, et cetera. This agreement that they've sent over keeps it at the 4/10, and that's fine. We'd like to see it increase in the future. But it does lock us into this amount for at least 3 years. They then want it to renew indefinitely, forever. And I think there's a provision in there for 6 months notice to get out of it. What I don't like is we got this yesterday at 4 o'clock. You guys didn't have a week to look at it, and it's not urgent in my opinion. So I would recommend tabling.
I think this will cover policy 12.
Yeah, under policy 12, and very respectfully to the folks at Solon, but I think they know we have this policy, that we don't vote on things that we haven't seen for a month, that we talk about, so.
And as you guys know, when I get stuff, I give it to you a month ahead of time when I can, unless I don't think it's controversial. I promise I put this in front of you, but I told them I don't think it would be acted upon, so I think tabling it after some discussion would be appropriate. But that's up to you guys.
Can we just move it to a discussion item?
It's policy 12, we just have to.
I guess I don't see why
As
not.
opposed to tabling, can we just call it a discussion item?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Amend the agenda to make it a discussion item?
Okay, we got to move.
Okay. F, motion to approve resolution approving possession of alcohol by the Yankee Zephyr Racing people. So I presented this to you, I think, 2 months ago. And what happened here is the Yankee Zephyr group put on a sign application, and I got that yesterday. So I called them up to discuss the sign application, and I said, well, what's going on with the alcohol? He says, well, I'm not going to do it this year. And I said, why not? Well, because we can't get any of the fraternal organizations to sign on unless you guys approve the resolution approving it ahead of time. So, of course, part of my issue is I wanted to see some, idea of what the safety measures are going to be, whether they're going to contact with the sheriff to keep everybody safe, all these little questions, and I never heard anything on it. So I guess this council can make a decision about approving the resolution, and then I guess kind of holding the community event application over their head to get some of these questions answered. Or you could just say no, based on the fact that you haven't brought us these answers, we're just not going to approve it this year. Better luck next year.
Okay.
I don't take I'm not going to give a recommendation because I think this is a policy question. I kind of wish he'd come to me sooner if he had had problems. So approving the resolution would kind of encourage them to have alcohol at the events, and obviously not approving it would probably sound death knell for having alcohol at the event this year.
Okay.
Any questions on that? Did you guys guys like me to go through communications and all that, or should we do that on the record?
I think we can do it.
On the,
Yeah. I don't think we need a heads up on it.
You guys want to take a short 5-minute break for bathrooms and stuff, and we'll get
And we'll
started?
start at like 7:05.
sounds good.